Source officer does this procedure. Just asymmetry compensation switch. Auto. Verify the off light is extinguished. Primary flight computers disconnect switch. Guard closed. Verify the disk light is extinguished. Electrical panel set. Battery switch on. Verify the off light is extinguished. IFE pass seats power switch on. Verify the off light is extinguished. Cabin utility power switch on. Verify off light is extinguished. AP generator switch on. Verify the off light is extinguished. Bus tie switches auto. Verify the isolation lights are extinguished. Generator control switches on. Verify the off lights are illuminated. Verify the drive lights are illuminated. Backup generator switches on. The off light stays illuminated until the respective engine started. AP selector as needed. Off. Camera light during nighttime operations on. Left wiper selector off. Ground proximity runway override switch off. ELT switch guard closed. Emergency light switch guard closed. Service interphone switch off. Don't push the passenger oxygen switch. The switches cause the deployment of the passenger oxygen masks. Passenger oxygen on light. Verify extinguished. Window heat switches on. Verify the in-off light are extinguished. Warning. Don't push the ram air turbine switch. The switches cause the deployment of the ram air turbine. Ram air turbine unlock light. Verify extinguished. Hydraulic panel set. Left and right engine primary pump switches on. Verify the fault light are illuminated. Center 1 and Center 2 electric primary pump switches off. Verify the fault lights are illuminated. Demand pump selectors off. Verify the fault lights are illuminated. Passenger signs panel set. Seat belt selector on. Lighting panel set. Overhead panel light control mid position. Circuit breaker panel light control mid position. Master brightness switch on. Master brightness control as needed. Illusion panel light control mid position. Fluid light control mid position. Landing light switches off. APU fire panel set. Verify the APU model discharge light is extinguished. APU fire switch in. Verify the APU fire warning light is extinguished. Cargo fire panel set. Cargo fire arm switches off. Verify the forward and up fire warning lights are extinguished. Verify the cargo fire discharge light is extinguished. Engine panel set. EEC mode switches norm. Start selectors norm. Auto start switch on. Verify the off light is extinguished. Fuel jettison panel set. Fuel jettison nozzle switches off. Verify the white lights are extinguished. Fuel to remain selector in. Fuel jettison arm switch off. Verify the fault light is extinguished. Fuel panel set. Cross speed switches off. Verify the bulb lights are extinguished. Fuel pump switches off. Verify the lead forward pump pressure right is extinguished if the APU is on or is illuminated if the APU is off. Verify that the other left and right pump pressure lights are illuminated. Verify the center pump pressure lights are extinguished. Anti-ice panel set. Big anti-ice selector, auto. Engine anti-ice selectors, auto. Lighting panel set. Vehicle light switch, off. Navigation light switch, on. Logo light switch, on during nighttime operations. Wing light switch, on. Indicator light switch, as needed. Runway turn off light switches, off. Taxi light switch, off. Strobe light switch, off. Forward cargo air conditioning, as needed. Note, auto position ensures that the smoke and odors do not enter the flight deck or passenger cabin. On position provides 0.002 fuel saving. Air conditioning panel set. Equipment coolant switch, auto. Verify the override light is extinguished. Recirculation fan switches, on. Flight deck temperature control, mid auto position. Cabin temperature control, mid position. Back switches, auto. Verify the off lights are extinguished. Trim air switches, on. Verify the bulb lights are extinguished. Bleed air panel set. Left, center and right isolation switches, auto. Verify the closed lights are extinguished. Engine bleed switches, on. The off light stays illuminated until the respective engine is started. APU bleed switch, auto. Verify the off lights is extinguished. Pressurization panel set. Outflow light switches, auto. Verify the non-light are extinguished. Landing altitude selector, in. Right wiper selector, off. Flight director switch, on. Display select panel, set. Lower center display switch, push. APIS control panel, set. Minimum reference selector, radio or baro. Minimum selector, minimum shall be blank. Type path vector switch, shall be blank. Meter switch, shall be blank. Except when information in meters is required. Parametric reference selector, in or HPA. Parametric selector, set local altimeter setting. BOA, ADF switches, as needed. ND mode selector, map. ND center switch, select expanded display. ND range selector, set. 10 nautical mile range as PF, able to monitor at least one waypoint as PM. ND traffic switch, as needed. Weather radar, off. Verify the weather radar indications are not shown on the ND. Map switches, as needed. Oxygen test and set. Oxygen mask stop and doors closed. Crew oxygen pressure. Check status display. Note oxygen pressure. Reset test switch. Push and hold. Verify that the yellow cross shows momentarily in the flow indicator. Emergency test selector. Push and hold. While continuing to hold the reset test switch down, push the emergency test selector for 5 seconds. Verify the yellow cross shows continuously in the flow indicator. Verify the crew oxygen pressure does not decrease more than 50 psi. If the oxygen cylinder valve is not in the full open position, pressure can decrease rapidly or decrease more than 50 psi or increase slowly back to normal. Reset test switch and the emergency test selector release. Verify the yellow cross does not show in the flow indicator. Forward panel brightness control mid position. Instrument source select panel set. Navigation source switch off. Display control source switch off. Air data attitude source switch off. Clock set. Time and date selector UTC. Inboard display selector MFD. FMC selector auto. Do the initial data and navigation data space from the CD Preflight procedure and verify that the iris alignment is complete before checking the flight instruments. Flight instruments check. Verify the flight instrument indications are correct. Verify that only these flags are shown. TCAS off. No V-speed until takeoff V-speeds are selected. Verify the flight mode and adjustments are correct. Auto throttle mode is blank. Roll mode is toggle. Pitch mode is toggle. AAT status is flight director. Now select map mode. Landing gear panel set. Verify the ground proximity light is extinguished. Flap override switch off. Gear override switch off. Terrain override switch off. Landing gear level down. Alternate gear switch guard closed. Auto brake selector RTO. ICAS display check. Verify the primary engine indications. Show existing conditions. Verify that no accident is shown. MFD check. Secondary engine indications check. Verify that the secondary engine indications show existing conditions. Verify that no accident is shown. Status display switch push. Check status messages. Lower center cursor location switch push. Verify the lower center cursor location light is illuminated. Check this display switch push. Resets. Select. Reset all. Select. Center display control source switch off. Center panel brightness control mid position. Left radio tuning panel set. Verify the off light is extinguished. Red radar panel set. Center radio tuning panel set. Verify the off light is extinguished. Observer's audio control panel as needed. Flight deck door panel as needed. Engine fire panel set. Verify the engine bottle 1 discharge and engine bottle 2 discharge lights are extinguished. Engine fire switches in. Verify the left and right fire warning lights are extinguished. Center CDU set. Flat deck printer set. Verify low paper light is extinguished. Right radio turning panel. Set. Verify the all flights is extinguished. First officer audio control panel as needed. Transponder panel set. Transponder mode selector standby. Transponder selector left or right alternating. Transponder code window set 2000. Emergency evacuation system test. Inform cabin crew before performing evacuation signal test by using PA.
Cabin crew evacuation test in progress.
Evacuation command switch, door open, on, verified red evac light flashes and audio horn sounds. Evacuation horn shut off switch, full. Evacuation command switch, door closed. Get report from purser that the system works properly. Full light switch as needed. Observer audio selector, north. IL stand panel light control, mid position. IL stand hood light control, mid position. Warning, don't put the objects between the seat and the IL stand. Injury can occur when the seat is adjusted. Seat, adjust. Adjust the seat for optimum eye repairs. Whenever the seat is adjusted, verify a positive horizontal, fore and aft seat lock by pushing against the seat. Rudder pedals, adjust. Adjust rudder pedal to allow full rudder pedal and brake pedal movement. Stall rudder pedal, adjust crank. Warning, if rudder pedal adjust crank is not stalled, after use rudder pedals may move out of the desired position. Seat belt and shoulder harnesses, adjust.